Heyo! Welcome to a more than likely not very slow, possibly very short Mass Effect live stream. Because, I'll tell you what, man, you know what's something that's great? Having an anxiety disorder, you know? All my life I've had an anxiety disorder, and, like, it took me a very long time to not only like get a handle on it, kind of be able to be functional even with a very high amount of anxiety. Because all my life, I have always had a decent amount of anxiety. Sometimes I forget that I have anxiety, and I can almost like make pretend that I don't have
Coming up in a report later
anxiety
today,
and I
Emily
don't
Wong investigates
suffer
corruption on
from
the
like
Citadel and uncovers a
legitimate
full-blown
massive
crime syndicate.
anxiety. Like, I know, again, this is not me like telling anybody anything, giving any kind of medical advice. We don't do that here, all right? I'll give you medical advice, you know? If you want to listen to me, I say never go to a doctor. Just tough it out. If you're meant to live, you're meant to live. I'm kidding, of course. Talk to a doctor if you want to. It's your choice. You make that choice, unless, of course, you're a kid. Then you get taken to the doctor's office and you go to see the doctor. But, you want to see the doctor? A-okay. You don't want to see the doctor? Great. Hopefully you're fine and you're not dying of something that's easily preventable and curable. uh, but at least for me, my anxiety is very much maintained now. And it's like, particularly when I was a kid, when you experience something, you don't realize what you're experiencing necessarily. So, take for example, almost every night when I was a kid, a little kid, and probably for way too long, I was terrified of the dark. I couldn't sleep without a nightlight on. I would typically sleep with my lamp on, just my lamp fully on, which just has like a single bulb in it, and then, a classic lampshade. But it's like a lamp that's right next to my bed that I would have on every single night because otherwise I would be so terrified and paranoid that there's like something around, something in the closet, something under the bed, something anywhere and everywhere. And I have to say, I don't know, like, uh, I think media and also like understanding as a kid plays like a big role into it, you know? Because it's like, what if I had like never seen like anything even remotely horrific, you know? Would I have had this irrational fear that like, oh, there's gonna be something under my bed, there's somebody in my closet, you know? I just had this like massive paranoia that at any time, for any reason, anything could be coming after me and come to kill me or get me or whatever I think when I'm a little kid, you know? Because, take for example, I think a very astute, a very relevant example is I didn't fully watch the movie, but I both watched the movie Jaws. I saw like scenes of it, like it was maybe on the TV, and I like went over and glanced at it when I was like, way too young to be watching Jaws, and then like eventually I either like saw the movie in full or I just like knew more and more about it, and then eventually I played like the Jaws video game for the Xbox. I think for the original Xbox. I don't think it was on the 360. Otherwise, I probably would have played it. Uh, but like Jaws was on like the original Xbox, and I had it for whatever reason. And like that game wasn't so bad. I have fond memories of that game, specifically because of the silly mechanic where you play as Jaws in Jaws. Surprise, surprise. Just like as I'm playing as Mass Effect here. So famous. That's a funny way of putting it. I'm sitting here entirely alone in my room, stressed out of my mind, on the verge of a panic attack because, well, not on the verge of a panic attack, but just riddled with worry and paranoia because of various reasons. But anyway, fuck you. Back to my point about Jaws, the Xbox game. Now I gotta stop swearing because I want to swear. Because I've had some things to drink, like a Pepsi Cola, which is actually what I'm going to be drinking right now. And I definitely haven't had anything else, officer. That's why I'm not driving. Hey, shush. Also, that's not true. Well, yeah, actually, no, you're right. I did delete TikTok. You know? But I'll re-download TikTok. You can talk to me on there. I'm not making you do anything, you know? Okay. Fine, I'll re-download TikTok. Now my live stream's probably gonna cut out. Man, you know, I mean, thanks for tuning in, Grimers. But, you know, I'm trying to tell a story about my damn constant, ever-present anxiety I have had to live with my entire life. And, you know, when you are in a controlled environment and when you know how to live your life and you've done enough practice, you feel good about it. And then, you know, your mom decides to adopt 2 random cats from some random couple, some random family she met in the airport who had these 2, albeit really cool Maine Coon cats. And they're very soft and they're very fluffy. But, you know, I don't know how to interact with them, you know. One of them, Pearl, let me pet her for a little bit. But then I got too close to her belly and she hissed at me. And that was it. All she did was hiss, but, you know. Man, I'm having such an annoying time with my phone and my internet, man. It's like it just wants to work arbitrarily sometimes. Let's see. Oh, you're fine. No, that's fine. I appreciate it, but you know, don't come out here telling people I'm deleting TikTok. And yeah, just I'm trying to re-download it. Wait, did I re-download it? I re-downloaded TikTok, but I don't. Okay, there it is. I've re-downloaded, but it wouldn't show up. Alright. My phone has been having so many problems today. It's making me lose my damn mind. I give up. No, you're literally making me do it right now. You can't come out here and say, oh, I can't talk to you anymore. Jesus goddamn Christ. Oh my god, my phone is killing me. I'm glad you're having a good time, Rex. I'm gonna have an